Welcome back to another update. Finally, I have been busy over the last few weeks installing the back scenes that I have mentioned in previous videos. And what you can see here are the backgrounds from Fala. I've used two of them, and you will see shortly the final background scene from ID back scenes. This one from Fala is a town scene. I did show some pictures where I had installed this, or one of the roles, temporarily, just to get an idea of it. So you've seen this one before. And then I also have another one from Fala. Here we go, of sort of countryside field, which is just like a transition between the town and the Bavarian Alps scene, which is the last one that I've got from ID back scenes. It's not been an easy task to install them. I've done this the wrong way round, because normally you would install your back scenes first and then build your layout and landscape in front of that. I'm trying to attach these, install them after the landscape has been done, and that has proved to be a bit of a challenge in certain areas of the layout. But overall, I'm pleased with the result and how it's turned out, and you'll be able to judge for yourselves in the upcoming video. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's get on with it. And here is the preparation work that I had to do to start this project. I've had to remove some of the landscape, the buildings, trees, etc., and install a strip along the top, because the ID back scenes, which are the smallest height of the scenes I'm using, are 38 centimeters. And so I had to install this strip. I'm not too worried about the gaps, as you can see here, between the original boards and the new ones I've installed, because I'll just be putting the scenes against them. I've also had to take a wallpaper scraper and making sure that there's no obstructions behind the actual landscape, because I'm not cutting the back scenes to fill or fit the landscape, I should say. I'm just sliding them down behind the gaps here. So I've had to do all this preparation work before I even started attaching the back scenes. I didn't film the actual work because it was quite difficult to do, but here's the first part of it installed. I've used double-sided tape to install it, and I'm just pointing out the transition between the ID back scene and the Fala back scenes. There's two transitions that I've had to do, because unfortunately the town scene does not transition nicely to the countryside scene. I've tried to blend it in as much as possible, but they do sort of stand out a little bit. I'm hoping that once I get some landscape and trees in, that you don't actually notice it that much. But it can't be helped because I'm using different manufacturers, and also the length of the layout itself does not lend itself to any back scenes that I'm aware of that would fit the entire length of my particular layout. And just some still shots here showing the effect once they're in place. I've also now got just this final back scene to put in, going around the corner of the layout. I do need to build some sort of panel here to attach it to, and then that should be that complete. overall, I'm very pleased with how this has turned out. You get some very good in-depth shots, or with the, the depth of the scene, I should say, especially at a low angle. So it does look good. And once I get the trees and bushes and other bits of landscape completed, certainly on this branch line section, I think the overall effect will be excellent. And again, just some pictures from various angles, just so you get a feeling for the landscape and how it looks with the back scenes in place. It's not perfect by any means. I've had some issues with some of the back scenes and attaching them and trying to make sure that they were level, etc. But overall, as I said, I'm pleased with it. And here's trains running, and just so you see what it looks like. I've still got obviously this little landscape section in the foreground here to do. Still not decided on how that is going to look, but I'll get to that when I get to it, which will probably be quite a while yet because I've still got the landscaping on the background to do. As I said earlier, I had to remove some trees and buildings, etc., which I haven't actually fully replaced yet. It's another project for me to finish off. I just wanted to get some trains running once I had the scenes up, just to see how it looked, and yeah, I'm pleased with the overall effect.